What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Baddies Midwest, episode 9. So, if you haven't seen episode 9 of Baddies West on Zeus Network, turn this video off and go watch the episode, and then come back and watch this video. And please like the video and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple, free, anonymous way to help my channel. It takes less than 5 seconds, no money out your pocket. It's the easiest way to help support upcoming Black content creation. So like and subscribe, please. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to say and so and like 1,000 times. I may fumble my words. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. It is what it is. I'm gonna be looking at my notes that I take throughout the show. Anything I say, it's my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. Oops. And also, I don't want the ring light in the video. There we go. Comment below what you would grade this week's episode and what you thought of this week's episode. If I forgot something or I was off on something or I left something out that you thought I should have talked about, let me know in the comments. Let me know your grades, your difference of opinions. Everything's welcome in the comments. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. This episode was really slow. Like, they made it all about Slim. It was like the hate Slim show for some reason, and some of them really didn't even have no reasoning to not fuck with Slim. Yeah, this episode was really slow, not a lot going on. I think I'm gonna give this week's episode a C+. It wasn't. Maybe I'll change it at the end of this review. I gotta remember everything that happened, but I just remember a lot of talking about Slim. That's what I'm gonna give it for now. So, last chance, Baddies Midwest episode 9. If you have not seen it, turn this video off so you don't get any spoilers. So the episode, of course, begins where we left off last week's episode. I got glitter on my face. I was just wrapping gifts and bagging up. Some of them bags did have glitter on them, so excuse me. I had to do the last minute gifts because Christmas is the day after tomorrow, and I wasn't trying to do nothing tomorrow but chill. So the episode begins where we left off in last week's episode with this fight between Rolly and Slim. I mean, no offense to Slim, but who thought in their right mind that Slim was going to win any of these fights? Rolly. But at the same time, Rolly didn't win these fights. Like, you get no cool points for fighting somebody 3 times smaller than you. Second of all, you didn't really do nothing to her. She came out unscathed, no marks, nothing, no lumped up, nothing. And all you did was slinging her around by her hair. You was slinging her around by her hair. Even when she got on the ground, you wasn't even hitting her in the face. You was kind of just like hitting her arms and shit. I was just like, because I was watching them fights and I was just like, okay. Slim funny for saying she got 2 of them rounds. I mean, she was sticking in there. She was trying to get Rolly when she could, but it's just like when you fight somebody that big and you that little, it's not that much that you can do. But kudos to Slim for sticking it in there. I didn't even write winners for the fights because the fights was just all over the place. Like, Rolly really thinks she did something when she did. And even if you did do something, you don't get no cool points because the bitch is like super tiny. So, this when Natalie wants to get up and confront Slim about jumping her with Rolly at the Baddies South reunion, and they showed a clip of that. And it's just like, who even remembered that? But it's like, okay, Natalie, you just want a reason. I didn't realize that when Slim came in, Natalie was gonna have a problem with her too. Like, I don't know, but it was weird. So Slim and Rolly go another couple rounds, and everybody giving their commentary about how Slim's getting beat up, whatever the case may be. I mean, give her props for sticking in there with somebody as big as Rolly, as small as she is. Rolly continues to talk shit, saying that Slim doing drugs and fucking for money, fucking for casting, or whatever the case may be. Same shit she says about anybody when she's in an argument with them. So it's hard to believe when she's even telling the truth. When she's even telling some truth. Yeah, that's when I wrote Rolly ain't doing nothing but slinging Slim around. But I already done said that. So, yeah. So, then we get this little quick scene with Natalie, Jayla, Scotty, and Rolly. And they talk about basically what happened the day before at the little brunch with Akbar and Diamond the Baddie. And then they talk about the whole race thing when it comes to Slim. And I'm just like, I'm just like I'm not even gonna go into that. But like I said, if y'all gonna call out somebody for saying nigga, then you need to call out Biggie and Honor too. Like, I don't got time for this. Y'all calling out Slim when Slim actually has a black father. And it's just like, and from what I've seen online, Rolly said something about Slim's dead father before Slim said anything about her kids. So it's just like, when you go low, it's all fair. Like, whatever, I mean, so I'm just like, and Honor talks about people's kids all the time, but y'all give her grace. But Slim it's over for Slim because Slim talked about somebody's kids. I'm just like, it's the hypocrisy of it all, like the double standards. So I'm just like, whatever. But it's like, I don't really like anybody on the cast. So it's just like, anybody of the previous cast members. So it's just like, I don't really care how they feel. So Rolly says she'll never accept Slim's apology. If I was Slim, I wouldn't even be trying so hard. Like, fuck that bitch. If you feel like she done made it, accomplished more than you, when she on the season, every season, not doing nothing. What would she have without Baddies? It's just like, then what? So this is when Natalie makes the little announcement that they're gonna have a baddie barbecue today. They call it a baddie barbecue or something like that, because it's gonna be a fight. So then we get to seeing Summer, Lex, Jasmine, Renee, and Pretty P sitting around. Summer and Jasmine, they somewhat, I don't even want to say they resolved their problem. They just have a little tit for tat, and Summer's like, you done? And Jasmine's like, you done? You know, it's not really resolved, but they come to a point, I'm assuming, but later it doesn't seem like that assumption is true, that they have calmed down their situation. But either way, so then Jasmine and Lex started filling them in, Summer and Pretty P, about what happened at the brunch between Diamond the Baddie and Akbar. Then Tinkerbella walks in. She's like, anybody got a problem with me? Pretty P, you got a problem with me? And Pretty P's like, my issue is with Diamond, because every time I fight you, she comes and sneaks me, or she jumps in. So I really want to get my one-on-one with her. Now, had Pretty P not started with Summer in the sprinter on that first episode like everybody else did, I would like her. But it's still like, first impressions are everything to me. But I mean, I kind of like 20% of me likes her now because she stands on business. She ain't scary and stuff like that. But at the same time, had you not did what you did on the first episode off my first impression of seeing you, I would have liked you even more. So of course Tinkerbell's like, well, I'm gonna go tell my girl Diamond that you want your ones with her. And Pretty P's just like, okay. The smile, like, okay. So I'm like, I'm here for that. So then we get this random ass scene in the kitchen. Biggie's going off at Jaden about, I don't even know what the situation is about. I don't know if it's Jaden has her glam team in the kitchen, or Jaden had a friend in the kitchen or something. Biggie talking about, I came there to give me a snack. You know damn well you ain't coming there to get no damn snack. They do not be feeding y'all. That motherfucking refrigerator say no, do not touch. You ain't coming there to get shit, but to start some shit. But I just feel like Biggie only doing this with Jaden because of the fact that, one, they already fought, but it's because of the fact that everybody keeps telling her, you need to stand on business, da-da-da. She feel like if she don't do something, then people won't keep coming at her. So she, like Jaden even said it in this moment, like, you taking your anger out on the wrong person. You just angry, so you taking it out on me. No offense to Jaden, but they was calling people born at the end of the episode. Like, some of these people, some of these celebrity guests don't even be around them as much, and they should be getting sent home. We don't see Jaden. Jaden be very much playing in the background most of the time. Akbar, we don't really see much. I mean, we see her, but when we see her, she just calling out Biggie. You know. So, then we get to seeing Diamond the Baddie, Biggie, Tinkerbella, and Taseki sitting outside, and Ivory, too. And Diamond the Baddie got this neck brace on, the little neck pillow that you wear when you on a plane or whatever. She's talking about, you know, my neck is, I was squabbling yesterday, so my neck hurt. And Ivory was like, you only wear that when you got beat up. And Diamond's like, no, you can win a fight and still get hurt. So she's like, my neck was hurting from that. So this is when Tinkerbella tells Diamond that Pretty P wants her one-on-one with her. And I'm glad Diamond understood, like, yeah, if I was her, I would want my ones too, because I've been sneaking her, or I've been jumping in on her and all that, so I get it. And then Anna FaceTimes Diamond to tell her that she's sick, so she won't be around. Who gives a fuck? Good riddance. She ain't been blowing me this season like she usually do, but still, I can't stand her. She done already ruined it for me. Like, I won't like Anna no more. So, we get this sit down. First is Jayla and Slim talking. Slim is basically expressing her side of things when it comes to Rolly. She's like, I'm proud of Rolly. I look up to her as a big sister. A lot of things have been said on both ends. Blase, blase. And it's crazy because Jayla was in her confessional, like, basically shading Slim. And then Slim was in her confessional, like, I appreciate Jayla so much for her because she don't have to do this. And I was like, bitch, she's shading you in her confessional, so I wouldn't even be giving her thanks or kudos or whatever the case may be. So then Natalie and Rolly come in, and Jayla's explaining to Rolly what her and Slim were talking about. Rolly feels like she doesn't have to take accountability for anything. So if you feel like you shouldn't take accountability for saying something about her dead father, why should she take accountability for saying something about your kids? You felt like Diamond and Baddies said something about your kids, and y'all made up right after y'all fought. But she said something about your kids, and you like, even after you said something about her father, and it's no coming back from that for you with Slim. But it's like, either way, I don't like Rolly, so I don't give a fuck about her feelings. So they Slim then apologizes to Natalie for jumping her, and Rolly says that Slim is only doing it now to get on the show because when she was at the auditions for Baddies Midwest, she was talking about, and then they showed a clip of Slim saying that she wanted to bop Natalie's chance. So I was like, okay, Slim, they got you there. I ain't gonna lie. So then Rolly, she's like, I'm not about to sit here and do this shit, whatever. She talks more shit as she gets up to walk away. Natalie decides she wants to ask Slim, like, you do go crazy online, so are you on any substances? And I'm like, bitch, you got some nerve, because the way they be talking about how y'all be doing them substances on the show, and anytime Rolly get mad at somebody or get to going at somebody, they a crackhead, or they do this type of drugs or that type of drugs. So it's just like, who really doing drugs on the cast? Like, Natalie, they said your ass be doing coke. I'm just like, for them to call Slim out on it, like when some of y'all cast members be doing that shit in real life, I was like, who's not doing drugs on the show? So Slim's like, I'm not doing no drugs. She's like, I stopped smoking for a little while. I'm getting bigger. And Slim's basically like, well, put me on the show. And Natalie, all of a sudden, she's like, well, that decision to be up to Rolly if she wants you back on the show or not. And I'm like, when have you ever, Natalie, given somebody, you always talking about I'm the boss, this, CEO, that. When have you ever given somebody the opportunity to choose or decline a cast member until now? So we get the final scene of this. They might as well have called it the barbecue. I didn't even see the food. The barbecue or whatever. They standing around the fire pit and shit. So Diamond the Baddie, she tells Pretty P, I understand why you want that. I would want that too. She tells her, yeah, tomorrow you can get that. My neck a little fucked up today. I was fighting yesterday. And I'm just like, this is her second time telling Pretty P, like, hold on, I got you tomorrow. Because the first time she said, why was she, because she was fighting Rolly. And she was like, yeah, I got to recuperate from that. So Pretty P was like, okay. And now she's saying, my neck fucked up from my fight with Akbar. I got you tomorrow. And Pretty P just like, okay. But Pretty P's in her confessional like, bitch, every time I'm ready to see you got some excuse and want to wait till the next day. So I was just like, yeah, that's becoming a pattern with Diamond and Baddies. And why is that the case with Pretty P of all people? So like I said, Rolly is explaining how she was just talking to Slim, and Slim, she's like, I'm not fucking with Slim because kids are off limits. And like I just said, Anna, when she getting into it with somebody, she go low as hell. She talks about kids and shit, and nobody even bats an eye. So it's just like, but when Slim does it, it's no turning back. It's no coming back for Slim. And now even though supposedly Rosie talked about her father first. And then she said that what she said about Slim's father was that he's not black, he's half black, half white. If I'm not mistaken, half black and half white means you're still black, right? So that didn't make sense to me. And then they saying that Slim can't say nigga. Like, I was just like, they just don't be making sense. So, yeah. So then Summer, she calls out Pretty P and, oh yeah, Natalie, this is when Natalie, she's like, you know, Slim expected, because I'm the executive producer, to just let her back on the show, but my loyalty lies with Rolly, so I wouldn't be able to let her back on unless Rolly says it's okay. And like I just said, like, when have you ever given anybody that grace? People have had ops on this show every season, and you've brung them back on your own terms. But now when it's Rolly's op, you talking about, I'm gonna let Rolly make that decision. Okay, Natalie. So this is when Summer, she calls out Jasmine, Renee, Pretty P, and Emma as boring. And everybody starts, you know, chiming in, giving their opinions of who they think is boring, whatever the case may be. Ivory is sticking up for Emma, telling people to leave her alone, which I find crazy, because you be on Now That's TV fighting bitches for no reason because of the fact that they're boring. And now you got bitches on here saying that the bitch is boring and you taking up for the boring bitch. So I was like, okay, the double standards are there. So, Rolly and Scotty, you are boring. Emma didn't lie about that, but it's just like, she just came about it wrong. But you are boring. The only time you got something to say now is because of Emma, because she called you out as boring. Anything else, you don't really have a storyline. Emma's your storyline. She gave you a storyline. You should be thanking her. So, Rolly goes around and starts asking the newbies which newbie should go home. So, Lex and Ivory say Jasmine, Renee. And I don't think, me personally, I don't think Jasmine is boring. Of all the newbies, I would say Emma, or not Pretty P. I would say Emma. Yeah, I would say Emma. Emma's the one we don't see the most. But if I had to say somebody else, I would say Jaden as well. Or Akbar, because Akbar don't be around a lot. Only because Akbar don't be around a lot. When she is, she only talking about Biggie. Because, I mean, I guess that's her storyline, whatever. So Lex and Ivory say Jasmine, Renee. Dolly says Pretty P. Because Pretty P is the least attractive of Emma and Jasmine. I just thought that was fucked up to say. And Dolly's talking about she the most anticipated. I was like, who do you think you is? Clarissa Shields? Think you Mike Tyson? I was just like, what? Most anticipated? Like, what? I was like, you only relevant because you be in scenes with Summer. If you wasn't buddied up with Summer, you probably would be boring too. So, Pretty P's like, fuck that. Takes her jacket off. All y'all line it up. Whoever wanted, let's go. Takes her jacket off. Which is surprising because this is the same kind of energy that Ivory got into it with Summer for on the Sprinter. Pretty P's calling out anybody. Where was you at in this moment, Ivory? You ain't step out there with Pretty P. You ain't do nothing. Not saying she should have, but I'm saying you called out Summer on the Sprinter on the first episode because she was saying like she'd get out there with anybody or whatever. Pretty P's basically doing the same thing. She's like, if all y'all bitches line it up, anybody who wanted. Ivory, you didn't have the same energy. Not saying you're scared of Pretty P, but where was this energy you had for Summer for Pretty P? So the episode ends with this fight between Pretty P and Dolly. From what I'm seeing, it looks like it's a tie. It looks like it's a fair fight. It looks like they both giving it to each other. We shall see in the next episode how the fight's going to look. Like I said, I would still give it a C+. There was a lot of hypocrisy, double standards in this episode. But I mean, when is there not in Baddies? It always is. And they don't see it. They don't never see it. What was I about to say? What happens in the next episode? I mean, we get the fight between Pretty P and Dolly. Natalie rooms Lex and Ivory together trying to stir up some shit, so from the clip it's looking like Lex taking that. or it might be a tie, but we shall see. But those are my little thoughts or whatever's for this week's episode. Comment below what you would grade this week's episode and what you thought of it. And if I left something out or forgot something, let me know. Or if you have a difference of opinion, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. If you sat here for 20 minutes and watch this review, you can take 5 seconds and like and subscribe. It don't take no money out your pocket, so it's absolutely free. It's anonymous. I won't notice you just liking it. Yeah, it helps build my channel, builds my algorithm, helps my black content creation. So you want to support, like and subscribe, comment below. I will see y'all in the next review. Thanks for watching. Peace.